Hey guys, Cam for 15, join my co-host, the Red Wolf, and we are back at it yet again with another episode review of Dr. Stone. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, see, I wish I had put this review up the same day of this episode releasing, but when I tell you, this was probably one of, if not the most shocking ending to a Dr. Stone episode I've seen, I don't know what to say. When you
Yeah.
have it to where Hyoga gets shot, then Tsukasa gets shot. And then you're thinking, like, okay, they may have gotten shot, but maybe Kohaku gets out of here alive. Bro, when I tell you, I remember waking up, watching this episode before heading to work, and my jaw was already on the floor before even getting into my car. Dude, this might have been the best episode of Doctor Stone, hands down. Right at this moment, best episode. From the shock factor, from the tense fact, and everything that happened. I don't know what's going to happen this upcoming Thursday's episode, especially the fact that the title for next week's episode is "This is our Doctor Stone." But then in my head, it's like, well, that could be the case. They could be referring to Senku, but at the same time, what's to say they could be referring to Zeno? Because in this episode, one of Stanley's men did say, "See, this is the power of our Doctor Stone," and I'm like, see, that next week's title could mean either Senku or us Zeno, and I'm scared. So I don't know what's gonna happen next week, but I guess we'll have to see. But this episode had it from beginning to end, just the tense atmosphere of what the hell's gonna happen. So I know we missed a week of the episode and everything, but forget it, right? Rarely, it was kind of again a setup for this episode, right? Basically, they had to find they had to get to this area to find diamonds, mine diamonds, try to fix and make diamonds so they can get the Medusas up and running so they can use it. And the plan is they're going to basically see where Stanley's men are, get that log from where they are, use the Medusas to put them in a petrified state so then they can be able to get away from them. Solid plan. I'm fine with that, right? Now they do make some adjustments to said plan. Now they said, okay, well, how are we exactly going to know where they're at? So they end up making up a decision to split the team up again. Now, most of the members are going to be essentially in the home base, trying to figure out how to make the Medusas work. They end up sending Suika and what's her name?
Hmm?
The other girl name. Francois. They end up sending Suika and Francois, and they're gonna kind of be on the watch alert, right? But at the same time, they come with the decision, you know what? Let's do this even better. Let's not only petrify Stanley's men, but to make things even better, let's also get ourselves petrified. Let's have two of our members go out to the side when the whole thing is done and the whole petrification thing is good. They're gonna come back, use the revival fluid, bring us back, while Stanley and his men are petrified, and then guess what? We can go about our plan of what we need to go do. Solid plan, right? Solid plan. That was what happened 2 weeks ago. This week, this is when we kind of see the fruitions, well, the failures of said plan, right? Now, Francois and Suika, they get far enough, but they end up or Suika, she looks at the top of this branch, right? And she sees Stanley's men have already landed and hit boatfall. So they're like, oh my goodness. Now they see Chrome, not Chrome. Yeah, no, not Chrome. Freaking Tattletale boy.
Uh, yeah.
Mazakaze and Ginro. So they see them with this. Now, the thing is, what kind of gets things going from bad to, I guess you can say, substantial worse is, so one, we see it to one of Stanley's men are women, The one that kind of do the fan servicey shots a lot with, right? As of late, she ends up actually getting bit by an Amazonian spider that probably is poisonous, right? Now we actually saw this spider, right? Try to get Francois and Suika, but remember they got that ant, essentially that ant, I guess you can say deodorizer, right? And the spider is like, oh, can't fuck with you, right? Um,
Yeah.
but because Stanley's men aren't wearing that type of stuff to protect them, girl gets bit by the spider. Now I'm watching the episode, I'm like, good, one of them's down. Now I'm like, okay, she's probably dying, more than likely, right? Now, why the other members did not immediately come to her rescue and say, like, hey, are you good? Are you all right? No idea that they were all in one pack together, but I guess she made it straight away for a bit and she got bit. Now, obviously, Suika sees this, right? And I'm watching the episode, I'm like, no, don't help them. Don't help them. No!
Eh.
What
Well,
happens?
they helped her.
Now, Suika's obviously, again, she's a kid. She's doing this out of the goodness of her heart. At the same time, she's a little bit too damn gullible.
And again, she like, why did you save me? I'm your enemy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say what Suika said.
No, I just said, okay. Like,
Anyways, because of this, she ends up getting caught by the other members, right? Now, Francois comes up with this plan. She's like, well, actually, because we're non-combatants, they won't attack us, right? But also, too, she only has kind of like a butcher knife, so she can't really fight, right? Even though she's a butler, she can't defend herself. So this is when she gets the good idea to free Ginro and Mazekaze. Now, she frees Ginro, right? And Ginro's like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Then he remembers, oh, wait, I'm a village protector. I can fight. He starts to scrap a bit, but they all end up being captured, right? So Francois is just like, hey, look, we're non-combatants. I'll give myself up, okay? And I'll lead you to where Yada Yusenku and the others are at. They're like, okay, fine. We'll take you as prisoner, right? So we see that there are some honorable traits with Stanley's group, right? It seems like they won't kill kids. Well, Suika, little toddler, right? And Francois in terms of non-combatants. But we know that he definitely wants to kill Senku. He wants to kill Senku. And the people that can fight. So this is when Francois is like, okay, I don't know what we need to do, but we got to come up with something, right? We got to come up with something. Now, in the meantime, this is when they get word about what's going on. Because of this, Kohaku ends up rushing out. Now, the others are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. If Kohaku knows that, you know, they got Suika, she might just go on a full frontal assault. That's kind of not what happens. What happens?
go ahead.
No, what happens?
Go ahead.
I'm turning it to you.
Why?
Because you're in the review too. You haven't spoken much.
Well, because I haven't really watched the episode.
Oh! But you wanted to get on me!
At least I rewatched one of the series. I don't want to hear it.
Oh! Chat! If you watched our Dawn to Dawn review, you'll see why I'm making this mention. Very funny! It's called Double Standards. Anyways, he left. I guess I'll finish the review, right? I'll finish the review. Anyways, so what ends up happening is Kohaku ends up actually not going full out attack. She actually focuses in on essentially what's going on. She sees that all the angles of the group, you know, Stanley's group, are all like covered and accounted for, and there is no opening whatsoever that she can go in and absolutely dish out an attack, right? So because of it, what is it? Because of it, all of a sudden Hyoga's like, good. You actually scouted out basically the area before you went on an attack. Smart of you. And basically because of it, Tsukasa and Hyoga's like, listen, we know that they're pinned down. These are trained men who've been in the army, so it makes sense as to why there are no openings, right, that are allowed, right? So because of this not being allowed and because of this not having no openings, they're like, we got to strategically plan our attack. And the plan of attack is to go after their radio box, right? Or basically their communications line, their phone. Because they know if they don't have a phone, they can't communicate with their main base, which means they don't know what we're up to. And because of it, they won't know what we have at hand, right? So because of this, they make the plan. It's like, all right, we're gonna create enough of a distraction, so we'll create the distraction. You go after the Kohaku, you go after their radio. So then once you disable that, we can find a way to maybe escape, get out of there, and then escape. But knowing this, we're probably gonna be in a situation where, look, man, we're giving our lives probably to have Senku and the others persevere. Which they already knew going into the situation, what they're in, that they were more than likely probably going to come out maybe more than likely dead. But they accepted that reasoning, right? So because of it, what happens is essentially, Tsukasa gets involved, right? He comes down first. So Tsukasa, he goes absolute crazy on some of the men. Now, the one lady who's with Stanley's group is like, oh, I'm ready to tango, right? Because they all like, wait, no, that's the strongest primate. That's Tsukasa. He freaking dangerous. And obviously this girl, she's like, oh, I've been wanting to take his ass on. And when I tell you, man, this fight was great, bro. This fight was great. Not only was Tsukasa was dodging her attacks, bro, he ended up kicking her ass, bro. And he kicks her ass so damn bad, he throws her knocks her into a tree, and she's like, yeah, I'm fucking done. And I'm like, yes, let's do this. Tsukasa got out of here with the win. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna find a way. Bang! And then bang, 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 and Tsukasa got shot. And that was when I was like, oh, hell no. Ain't no way we're doing this right now. Ain't no way we're doing this, bro. I can't believe they did that. And I should have seen that coming with the fact that they foreshadowed we may lose our lives here. Kohaku obviously sees this and she's like, and obviously she's like, Tsukasa! And then all of a sudden you just have it to where Hyo is like, listen, don't worry about him. You know the plan. Go after that radio box. If you freaking let this get to you, we're going to lose our only golden opportunity. So reluctantly, Kohaku goes and runs. She goes to run, and she manages to try to get to the box. In the meantime, Hyoga, he's fighting off the best he can, but he ends up getting shot, and he ends up getting down. Essentially, because of this, Kohaku even knows that Hyoga is down. She cuts the radio box, and that was kind of the theme there, right? Stanley had already shown up to shoot down Hyoga, and when he sees that Kohaku did what she did, he's like, so, that was your goal, huh? And essentially because of it, she's like, yeah, that was my goal. As she has tears running down her eyes. And the next thing you know, you hear a bang. Next thing you know, you go over to our group, Senku's group, and you have it to where Gin has kind of that type of effect where it's like, oh, I hope nothing bad's happening and stuff like that. But then we cut back to Tsukasa as the episode's ending, and he's observing the landscape, right? He still is conscious. he basically signifies that Hyoga is more than likely going to die, but him and Kohaku still have a slight chance at living. And the thing is, he knows if Senku petrifies them, they may be able to be brought back and have enough of that. And that's when he realizes, like, now I truly realize that science is good, and it is needed in this situation. And he hopes that Senku and the others can do the Medusas, fix the Medusas, so then they can petrify them, bring them back, and then they'll be able to be good. So, that's how the episode ended off, man. I don't know what's going to happen going forward, but man, that was definitely a very much shocking conclusion to one of the most shocking episodes I've watched. I can't really say for my co-host since he upped and left. But yeah, that was definitely shocking. Definitely shocking indeed. I really hope that they don't kill Tsukasa off. I don't think they're going to kill Kohaku off. I think Kohaku, they'll find a way to bring Kohaku back. But man, if they actually do go through with, you know, a casualty being not only Hyoga, but Tsukasa, that's going to be emotional when the series is over and they go back to Japan. And then his sister's going to be like, where's my brother? And they're going to be like, your brother died, you know, sacrificing his life to make sure we got our goal of bringing back humanity. Which that would be a bittersweet, you know, thing, a bittersweet ending to the series. But, you know, talk about a way to create some tension, potentially create some loss. And that's by that, right? And again, like I said, I've said it before, like, why Stanley wants to kill these kids, I have no clue. I have no idea why you want to threaten and kill kids when they absolutely did nothing to you. You're trying to kill them basically only because your leader wants world domination, which is kind of fucked up. And you shouldn't be siding with Zeno, even if you guys are friends like that. But, you know, it definitely was crazy. It definitely was crazy. So, great, phenomenal episode. I very much enjoyed the episode. Definitely can't wait to see what we got next week. Hopefully next week, or this upcoming Thursday, when I'm joined by my co-host again. Hopefully he doesn't bail like he did today. Apologies for the inappropriacy of that. I just had to call a spade because he got on me in our Dawn to Dawn review for saying I didn't rewatch the episode. Yet I was trying to get my boy to be interactive in the review. And he said he didn't watch the episode. So, hey, if he got upset by that, well, man, you know, he left, not me. So I'm just going to continue the review because I have to continue the review. So, regardless, if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Dr. Stone content on the channel, or any other anime content I provide to the channel and things like that. But yeah, again, I'll leave a link in the description below to my co-host channel if you want to check out his video. Again, if you guys have not been seeing what we've been doing, or if you haven't seen my community post, we ended up going to Anime Impulse this past Saturday. And if you want our thoughts on Anime Impulse and, you know, our firsthand reactions to the convention, my boy did create a vlog video about it and everything. So yes, yeah, but if you want our thoughts there, I'll leave a link in the description below to that said video in the description, as well as a link to his channel so you can go ahead and subscribe. But other than that, I'm gonna got it for guys. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Again, apologies for my co-host just dipping. Don't know why he did that. I just did that. He just did that to do that. So, but again, like I always say, the show must go on. So if the rest of this had to be solo, that's fine. I was just trying to get his thoughts and trying to let him, you know, explain his thoughts of what he saw, but, you know, he dipped. So apologies for that. Again, hopefully next review, he's able to come on and stay on for the rest of the video and things like that. But till then, guys, catch you guys in the next video, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.